Hello everyone, I'm Sanjeev Kumar at Plutus IS. Now, I bring another important topic, how to build conceptual foundation in UPSC. UPSC में conceptual foundation आप किस तरह से build करोगे? Means how you likely to be build your capacity. आप अपनी stamina को कैसे improve करोगे? Especially the conceptual one, which is very necessary or need of the hour to qualify this examination. UPSC अगर qualify करना है आपको तो कंसेप्ट बिल्डिंग करना पड़ेगा. इट इज लाइक यू आर मेकिंग बेस ऑफ बिल्डिंग. बिल्डिंग की नींव रख रहे हो आप. सो दैट इज नेसेसरी एंड फॉर दैट पर्पस एनसीईआरटी प्ले वेरी इफेक्टिव रोल. फाउंडेशन में बिल्डिंग फाउंडेशन एनसीईआरटी प्ले एक्सीलेंट रोल. ओके, सो you need to focus over NCERTs. Now, which NCERTs and which subject you need to go through? First, we starting just like history. NCERTs of history or any other subject, you can say it is like a kindergarten of UPSC. NCERTs play equal role as the kindergarten of UPSC. Means if you skip it, you will crumble like a toddler. तो आप एक छोटी बच्ची की तरह लुढ़कते रहोगे if you are not following the NCERTs. Okay, so within this history, generally 6 to 12th NCERTs are followed. Else, precisely, you can go for theme 1, 2 and 3. If you already studied NCERTs, there is no need to worry about. Yet they are important at least 1 or 2 times or 3 times just before textbook, standard textbook, your institution notes you can go through. Because what happens when you study very precise notes, your handouts given by institutions, mentioned within a very standard book, then it may not consolidate well in your mind. शायद आपके माइंड में अच्छी तरह से फिक्स नहीं होगी और उसके लिए आपको फिर एनसीईआरटी which provide you more elaborative stories from the very beginning, from the very basics, including some technological term that quite elaborated, explained well within the NCERTs. Okay. Else, here 11th or 12th NCERT is likely to be more important. So 11th and 12th, especially of Tamil Nadu board, some of the students prefer them. Then India's struggle for independence. India's struggle for independence by Bipin Chandra. You can study all these NCERTs that are mandatory for the UPSC and NCERTs related to ancient India or medieval India, R.S. Sharma. Okay, R.S. Sharma or Satish Chandra. It will build your foundation within history. Okay, so for history, you can thoroughly follow these NCERTs. Wherever you have confusion, just ask to your seniors or faculty members, and you need to underline, you need to precisely write summary, summarize entire chapter into one page, a few lines. It will help you during final examination. Now coming to geography section. NCERTs of geography. So same within geography, you need to follow here 6 to 12th NCRTs all are important because geography is one of the important subject in which you can't escape these NCRTs, and these NCRTs are generally the standard book. Otherwise, there is no very specific standard book in the market related to geography, like polity, like economy, okay, yeah, history. There are multiple books, authoritative, yeah, standard book are available, which you can use during your exam time period. Okay, yeah, for your preparation. But in geography, most of the student, more than 90% of the student entirely rely over NCRTs. So, within these NCRTs, particularly 11th NCRT, fundamental of physical geography, fundamental of physical geography, yeah, 12th NCRT, that is physical environment, yeah, climatology, certificate of physical geography by GC Leong. So NCRT will build your base. You need to go through all these NCRTs. It is mandatory. You can escape this one, although GC Leong is important. Yet, if climatology, weather, different types of climate and natural vegetation you are getting from different other source, then it is also okay. You can follow my handouts, class handouts of geography. Uh, Precisely all India's as well as global world climate, more than 12 types of the climate have been mentioned thoroughly. What should be the temperature, what should be the precipitation, what are the weather condition, okay, uh, what are monsoonal phenomena, yeah, specific weather phenomena that are associated with particular climate, what are different regions where such climate existed. If you have such kind of source, good source, then there is no need. Why no need? Because the language is likely to be tough, and sometimes you get confused because temperature not within degree Celsius, rather Fahrenheit. Yeah, uh, you know about clouds, etc. There are so many foreign words which you may have not listened. You might be confused. Further, it will be difficult to store in your memory. Okay. Yeah, rainfall amount is not mentioned within the centimeter, rather maybe mm, yeah, maybe feet. So that is not good. Means your memory may not digest it easily, yeah, properly. Now, looking for the polity. Polity. So polity, the role of NCRT's foundation building is quite limited. You can still prefer 9 to 12th. Otherwise, 11th and 12th, out of this, 11th and 12th NCRTs are more important, means theory of constitution or India after independence, both are quite interesting as well as important. You can go through, else Lakshmikant, etc., or any other book just like DD Vasu you can purchase. So polity will be over. Then NCRT of your economy. The role of NCRTs within the economy is also limited. It means you need to follow again from 9 to 12th. Yet this 12th NCRT, especially the macroeconomy, because microeconomy is not part of your syllabus, rather macroeconomy is part of the syllabus. So you need to go through not in calculative economy, rather than in broad perspective economy with respect to India's interest, RBI interest, as well as interest of globe. Further, science and tech. Science and Tech NCERTs for base building, for foundation building, generally from 6th to 10th. NCERTs are quite sufficient, else you need to supplement your science and technology information with current affair, news, magazine, etc. So here we discuss about NCERT's foundation building. Now, about the strategy for foundation building. A building foundation, not just study, not just read, because reading will not help you. What you need to do, you need to teach your dog, yeah, stay in front of mirror, especially while explaining some of the concepts, yeah, complex information that you have recently studied, or just try to make understand confused sibling, your brother, your sister, who is quite child, yeah, you can say 5 to 10 year of old person, then whether you are capable to teach him, to explain him, to make him understand, then it means your concept is clear. It means you have built foundation over that particular topic. Further, now make subject your friend. Make subject your friend. What does it mean by? Suppose that history, history, when you study the history, study with certain stories. It is like grandma who used to tell you lot of stories, yeah, narrate lot of stories, and you sometimes sleep with these stories. कई बार आप स्टोरीज के साथ में स्लीप करते हो, या समटाइम्स यू रिमेंबर, यू रिकॉल, you enjoy the story that told by your grandma. So consider history as your grandma, which or who is telling you different stories about Harappans, Mohenjo-daro, study, yeah, stories about Ashokas, about Mughal eras, about Britishers. So all these are stories. Now, what about polity? What kind of friend you need to consider? Polity, just consider your family lawyer. It is your family lawyer. Yeah, you can consider just your sibling or your sister who talk about the fair treatment, who propose the fair treatment. Means she believe in dialogue, in discussion. She believe that each and every person should be treated equally, nobody should be discriminated. Uh, Everyone's fundamental right need to be secure, need to be protected. People need to follow their duties towards the nation, and nation also secure their all the rights. So make such kind of friend a relation with the polity. Now comes to geography. Geography, consider your friend just like a nomadic friend, a nomadic tribal friend who used to roam around the globe, who used to roam around India and enjoying different spatial pattern, landform in India, enjoying all the mountains, peaks, moving towards the island, moving towards the plateaus, etc., etc. So consider such like of relation, such like of friend. Now comes to economy. In economy, consider your friend who is a business daughter या son, means businessman daughter or son, who always used to give preference for money and money. Every time you talk to him, he talk about the money. आपका एक ऐसा फ्रेंड है जो हर समय पैसे की बात करता है. Okay, so your money mind friend. Yeah, business minded friend, just like that. Keep such kind of relation. Now, look at environment. So consider it your garbage man who is telling you that segregate your garbage. सूखा और गीला कचरा अलग अलग कीजिए, so that we can protect this planet, we can protect this environment, we can utilize waste for generation of energy, green or clean energy, or we can treat this waste, yeah, recycle this waste, or do composting for recycling for nutrition that we can ensure for the earth. Who talk about that do not use a pen having plastic, means प्लास्टिक वाला पेन यूज मत कीजिए, मेटल वाला पेन यूज कीजिए, या पेंसिल यूज कीजिए विच इज मोर एनवायरमेंट फ्रेंडली लाइक दैट. सो कीप सच काइंड ऑफ फ्रेंड. नाउ लुकिंग एट साइंस एंड टेक. Science and tech. Suppose this is very scientific friend or man with rationality. Rational friend, very much rational, practical friend, who even question the existence of God, who whenever there is talk with respect to food, जब भी वो खाने की बात करता है, he is ever from veg or non-veg. वो वेज और नॉन वेज से काफी ऊपर है. He used to talk about the nutritious food. He used to talk about micronutrient. Essential micronutrient must be present in your food. Means iron, adequate amount of iodine, या some essential vitamins, minerals must be present. Your food must be very colorful, and there must be some amount of non-veg या animal product to ensure that good nourishment to your body, because sometimes your body is more suitable to take away some of the nutrients that existed inside animal food. Consider iron, spinach, जो आप पालक है, आपका जो साग है, it consists of good amount of iron. Red meat of mutton like that is also consist of good amount of iron. But when you consume both, या two person consume different, then the person who used to consume meat likely to be absorb more amount of iron. Means जिसने शायद मटन खाया है वो या उसकी बॉडी उसमें से आयरन ज्यादा एब्जॉर्ब कर सकती है, बिकॉज बायो अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ आयरन इज हायर इनसाइड मटन रादर देन स्पिनाच. सो किस तरह का फूड आपके लिए सुटेबल होगा? योर फ्रेंड इज टॉकिंग अबाउट लाइक दैट. Your friend is ever what is non-veg, what is veg like that. Okay, so he's your friend, just like Swami Vivekananda, who used to prefer also fish, yeah, mutton. Your friend is like Buddha, who used to teach his disciples that receive, accept whatever you get in offering. आपको भिक्षा में जो कुछ भी मिले, रिसीव इट, बी प्लीजेंट, बी कूल. आपको कूल रहना है, या कुछ भी मिले, इवन मांस भी मिलता है, आपको मीट मिलता है भिक्षा में, तो कंज्यूम इट, बिकॉज दिस मीट हैज नॉट बीन प्रिक्योर्ड फॉर यू. शायद जिसने भी दिया है उसने खुद के लिए प्रिक्योर किया है मीट. बुद्धा डिड नॉट emphasize over consumption of non-veg items, yet he did not restrict his disciples रिगार्डिंग ऑफरिंग, कि ऑफरिंग में जो कुछ भी मिलता है, आपको भिक्षा में जो कुछ भी मिलता है, लेट्स कंज्यूम इट. सो योर फ्रेंड इज लाइक दैट. योर फ्रेंड इज लाइक दैट. डू नॉट बर्न या लिट अगरबत्ती, धूप बत्ती इन वेरी क्लोज्ड स्पेस्ड या वेरी क्लोज्ड एरिया, एक छोटे से रूम में जिसमें कोई वेंटिलेशन नहीं है. डू नॉट बर्न या लेट अगरबत्ती धूप बत्ती, otherwise what will happen, domestic pollution likely to be arise, which is harmful not only for certain small insect but also human being. Your friend is like that, your friend is like that, do not burn stubble inside your field because it is damaging your soil, it is damaging environment. So be very scientific like that. Now, coming to different other strategies for foundation, founding your building, make why as best weapon. वाई इज अ बेस्ट वीपन. आप कुछ भी इसको ब्रह्मोस कंसीडर कर सकते हो, इसको आप AK-47 कंसीडर कर सकते हो, और एनी अदर फाइटर प्लेन लाइक राफेल एक्सेट्रा, यू कैन कंसीडर एनीथिंग. सो वाई इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट वीपन. यू नीड टू यूज फ्रीक्वेंटली, आपको लगभग बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली वाई का इस्तेमाल करना है. नॉट जस्ट रीड और रिमेंबर. ओके, use why frequently, not just read or remember. Use why frequently, question logic, understand well. Suppose that India has monsoon type of climate, India की monsoon climate है. Now question why India has monsoon climate. Why not all the countries across the globe have monsoon climate? क्यों सभी में मानसून नहीं आता है, क्यों सभी प्लेसेस पर मानसून इक्वली रेनफॉल नहीं करता है. वाई देर इज वेटेस्ट प्लेस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इन मेघालय, स्पेशली चेरापूंजी, गारो हिल्स या योर ईस्ट खासी हिल्स. चेरापूंजी या मौसिनराम विलेजेस, स्मॉल टिनी विलेजेस विद इन ईस्ट खासी हिल्स. वाई दे आर वेटेस्ट प्लेस, वाई जैसलमेर इज द ड्राइएस्ट प्लेस इन इंडिया. क्यों एक जगह बहुत ज्यादा रेनफॉल हो रही है, मे बी एज हाई एज 1126 सेंटीमीटर या 87 सेंटीमीटर. मतलब अगर हम देखें तो कहीं किसी एरिया में इतना अमाउंट ऑफ रेनफॉल हो रहा है कि शायद एक 3 स्टोरी की बिल्डिंग कंप्लीटली सबमर्ज हो जाएगी अंडर वाटर इफ वी स्टार्टेड टू एक्यूमुलेट दैट वाटर ऑन दैट प्लेस. अगर एक जगह पर सपोज दैट कोई पॉन्ड है लगभग 3 स्टोरी हाइट, वो सारा फिल हो जाएगा इफ इट इज सिचुएटेड इनसाइड मौसिनराम चेरापूंजी. वहीं जैसलमेर में बहुत ड्राईनेस है. सो पुट क्वेश्चन व्हाई, आस्क अबाउट ऑल सच थिंग्स विद द क्वेश्चन मार्क. व्हाई मानसून इज जस्ट लाइक अ मूडी पोइट. मानसून एक मूडी पोइट की तरह क्यों वर्क करता है? Why like a moody poet? Means sometimes there is a significant rainfall, then there is no rainfall. Why there is monsoon break? Monsoon में break क्यों आ जाता है? Question. Whatever you are studying, question. Why does food price rise? Food price का क्यों rise होता है? Why inflation? Put question mark. When you put question mark while you are reading, it will force your memory to search the answer. If you failed to get the answer, just go to your senior, just go to faculty, internet, YouTube, like that. They will support you. Otherwise, expert will help you in excellent way. Okay. Now, use what? You need to use what as fire up curiosity. Similarly, you need to use what? What if India has presidential system? Like USA, like former USSR. why if India has presidential system like USA or former USSR या रसिया एट प्रेजेंट, इंडिया में पार्लियामेंट की जगह प्रेसिडेंशियल सिस्टम हो तो क्या होगा? वाई इंडिया ऑप्ट फॉर पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम? व्हाट इफ प्रेसिडेंशियल सिस्टम existed या replace, then what kind of things likely to be changed? What if all election conducted together, all elections conducted simultaneously, means your Lok Sabha election, legislative assembly election, पंचायत election अगर सारा एक साथ conduct हो, what if? तो क्या होगा? What if every person in India get machine for printing money? Particular country, why do not become rich nation just by printing money? What if everybody has money printing machine? क्या होगा जब सभी के पास में पैसा प्रिंट करने वाली मशीन होगी? Everybody likely to be rich. Then poverty can be finished just within one day. Do you think it is so easy? अगर ऐसा होता तो शायद गवर्नमेंट इतनी बड़ी मशीन्स की जगह, इतना बड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की जगह एक छोटी सी मशीन दे सकती थी प्रिंट करने वाली. जस्ट लाइक लॉट ऑफ फैमिलीज लाइकली टू हैव नाउअडेज प्रिंटर. शायद बहुत सारे लोगों के पास आज प्रिंटर है, नहीं तो मार्केट में तो सभी जगह अवेलेबल है. कोई भी जेरोक्स कॉपी निकलवा सकता है, प्रिंट आउट ले सकता है. सिमिलरली हर जगह मार्केट में एक नुक्कड़ नाटक, एक किसी चौराहे पर प्रिंटिंग मशीन होती है एंड एवरीबडी इज टेकिंग मनी मनी मनी. Then in such condition money will lose its value. There is no value of money. Okay. What if there is no reservation? क्या होगा जब किसी के पास कोई भी रिजर्वेशन नहीं होगा? Why this reservation is provided? What if the reservation is not with scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, economic weaker section? So you need to take what as firing up curiosity. Now, for building foundation building, you need to talk to yourself. Talk to yourself like a scholar. Sometimes you have listened, great people ask you if you are talking to yourself, one of the excellent feature of your personality. But unnecessarily talking too much is also bad. It may be of procrastination. It may be because you are just daydreaming. No, talk to yourself on important matter related to your career. Talk to yourself just like a scholar. Okay. Talk to yourself and ask certain questions. Just like you can ask question, what is FRBM? फिस्कल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बजट मैनेजमेंट क्या है? Why government bring this fiscal responsibility budget management? What were the issues? If it brought by government around 2003, then what were change after it government notice? Does it playing role in managing our fiscal deficit? Does it playing significant role in controlling borrowing? How it is budget management? Why now fiscal responsibility budget management? किस तरह का बजट को मैनेज कर रहा है? व्हाई नॉट डिफिसिट मैनेजमेंट, इसकी जगह डिफिसिट मैनेजमेंट भी नाम हो सकता था. ओके, कैन यू एक्सप्लेन इट टू योर सेल्फ, टू अ चिल्ड्रन या सिबलिंग, a small sibling? Now, use Feynman technique. Use Feynman technique. Very, very important. Just try to explain FRBM to 10-year-old. You need to explain to 10 years old guy, 10-year-old person. Now, what is El Nino? El Nino क्या है? Explain it to your illiterate mother. या housewife. Whether you are able to explain, क्या आप समझा पा रहे हो एक छोटे बच्चे को या ग्रांड माँ को या मदर को whose education is not at par with you? If you are able to do that, excellent, you have learned it excellently. If not, then still you need to do more work on it. You need to clarify it. शायद आपके पास अगर क्लैरिटी होती तो आप क्लियरली एक्सप्लेन कर दिए होते, because you have not understood well. That's why you failed to explain to your mother. You failed to explain to 10-year-old guy who doesn't know what does mean by FRBM, who doesn't know about El Nino at all. So it is the great teaching, part of great teaching. It is part of great understanding with great clarity. Now, build brick by brick. Foundation is just like brick by brick from the very basic. It is not like Insta Reels. इंस्टा पर जो रील्स चलती हैं कुछ भी दिखा देते हैं, कैसे भी बना देते हैं. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. स्टेप बाय स्टेप. इट इज नॉट लाइक जेम्स बॉन्ड मूवी. जहां भी जेम्स बॉन्ड जाएगा वहां पर एक धमाका होना है बड़े से, एंड आफ्टर दैट इमीडिएटली ऑल विल बी फिनिश्ड, एवरीथिंग विल बी फिनिश्ड, ओनली जेम्स बॉन्ड लाइकली टू सर्वाइव. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. बिल्ड स्टेप बाय स्टेप, ब्रिक बाय ब्रिक. फर्दर, यूज माइंड मैप. आपको माइंड मैप का यूज करना है. फ्लो चार्ट. यू कैन मेक फ्लो चार्ट, ट्री डायग्राम. You can make pie chart. Yeah, you can have doodling. Just in the way you want to create something. You want to draw something. You want to extract something. You want to represent something like that. Mind map. Do doodling. Okay. Then relate to your real life. Relate study to real life. अपनी रियल लाइफ से डेली स्टडी को रिलेट कीजिए. नाउ हाउ यू कैन रिलेट? नॉट एवरीथिंग कैन बी रिलेटेड, yet significant amount of information can be related. Suppose that you are thinking about inflation. If you memorize it hard, inflation is sustained rise in price of goods and services over a definite period of time. Multiple times you are revising. Inflation is a sustained rise in price of goods and services over a definite period of time. After 1 hour you will lose. 1 घंटे के बाद आपकी मेमोरी से उड़ जाएगा, और जब एग्जाम में बैठोगे, रिकॉल करोगे विद इन मेंस एग्जामिनेशन, तो शायद डेफिनेशन ही याद नहीं आ रही है. यू आर नाउ ब्लैंक. What to do? Relate it with your daily life. Inflation is what? Rise in price, like your Maggi, whose price is just 15 rupees, has increased from 15 rupees to 20 rupees. ओके, पिछले महीने जो आपने मैगी खरीदी थी 15 रुपए की, अब वो मैगी इस महीने 20 रुपए की हो गई. सो लिंक इट विद दैट, link it with your uh, other items which you are using in your daily life. Relate. Okay. So in that way, if you are studying, then excellent, you are on right track. Further, do not worry about the confusion. If confusion is happening, it is good for your memory, good for your health. It is generally prior stage to understanding, yeah, to get clarity. मीन्स आपकी क्लैरिटी का पहला स्टेप जो है वो कंफ्यूजन है. दिस कंफ्यूजन यूज टू इंगेज योर माइंड मोर, एंड मोर विल बी इंगेजमेंट ऑफ योर माइंड, इट इज बेटर फॉर योर मेमोरी. मीन्स इंफॉर्मेशन लाइकली टू बी सस्टेन फॉर लॉन्गर टाइम पीरियड. आप जिस चीज में ज्यादा स्ट्रगल करते हैं, ज्यादा इंगेज रहते हैं, सच काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स लाइकली टू बी रिमेन परमानेंट इन योर मेमोरी फॉर वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम पीरियड. Okay, so confusion is good. Further, now about the revision. One book, multi-revision. One book, multi-revision versus many book, one read. One book, multi-revision versus many book, just one read. Which is better? Always you will select this. If you want to qualify this examination, if you want to achieve very high marks, then keep your resource very limited. One or two book, not beyond that. Otherwise, you need to compile different information. You need to fix them well. Means from different source, just clubbed them, mug up them all together and make it just like one source or maximum two source, not beyond two source. Because just before examination, you will fail or bound to fail to revise everything. You will not revise, then if you will not revise, then you will forget or not able to recall when you urgently need it. जब आपको सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत पड़ेगी एग्जाम में, तब आपके इंफॉर्मेशन वॉट एवर यू रीड कोई काम नहीं आएगी, बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट रिवाइज्ड इट इन सफिशिएंट अमाउंट. सो मल्टी रिवीजन only with one book or two book rather than many book only for one reading. It is just waste of time, waste of your energy. Okay, generally most of the books are good. It depend more on readers, what kind of information, what kind of learning he is taking from that book. Suppose that book is same for almost 95% of student. सारे लोग लक्ष्मीकांत पढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर एग्जाम में सिट होंगे तो सभी की परफॉर्मेंस अलग अलग होगा. Probably most of the student likely to be scored differently. Further, if we go in detail deep, clarity, understanding, concept building, probably most of the student likely to be different. So it is more quality of your revision, of your way, methods of reading, your understanding, rather than too many source unnecessarily worry about कि मेरा इंस्टीट्यूशन अच्छा नहीं है, मेरा मटेरियल अच्छा नहीं है, बुक अच्छी नहीं थी इसलिए मैं क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाया. Probably you were not good, your methods were not good, your strategy was not good. It is like that. Okay. Further, avoid later syndrome. ये कई बार लेटर सिंड्रोम आ जाता है. Avoid later syndrome. What does mean by? Means avoid habit of delaying. Do not delay. If you get confused in something, just try to clear your confusion. If you are in the mid of understanding something, yeah, over some concept, yeah, over certain topic, then do not delay it कि बाद में देख लिया जाएगा, बाद में समझ लेंगे, बाद में ऐसा हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो वो शायद कल जिसकी आप प्लान कर रहे हो वो कभी ना आए, बिकॉज ऑलवेज लाइकली टू बी डिलेड, टुमारो and tomorrow never comes again. Okay, it is like that. Do active reading. Do active reading. आपको जो रीडिंग करना है दैट शुड बी वेरी वेरी एक्टिव, नॉट द पैसिव. मीन्स टॉक टू योर सेल्फ, आस्क क्वेश्चन एज मेनी एज यू कैन. डू नॉट जस्ट सिट ओवर द बुक. डू नॉट बी अ पैसिव लर्नर. बुक में जो कुछ भी लिखा है आप पैसिवली लर्न कर रहे हो, लाइक दैट. Avoid memorization before understanding. It is like Chaturlingam of Three Idiot movie. Means whatever information presented in front of him, he used to read multiple times and revise. He used to also take pills for sharpen his memory. It will not help you in long term. Although some of the toppers, yeah, some of the good scorer have such kind of habit as well. But probably in long term project, especially in UPSC kind of examination, they frequently fail. Because here things evolve, new concept likely to be developed. One topic may blend with many other topics. Then question can be presented in a complex way. At such time period, single conceptual learning या just hardcore memorization will not help you. Tricky questions based on concept, region, assertion based question can't be solved by just memorizing. Further, this will not retain for long in your memory. Okay. Now, develop some flashcard. Flashcard आपको develop करना है. Now, on one side, you can write topic, you can write concept. On other side, you can explain the associated phenomena or things. Flashcard. Now, practice writing mini answer. Practice writing mini answer on several things. Just in 50 words, write maybe what does mean by social justice. What does mean by secularism? 50 words. What does mean by El Nino? What are energy agreement between India and US? Just write 50 words. Try to develop this habit. Further, record your voice on complex matter and listen it later when you are walking, when you are jogging inside park. Listen it at any point of time later. Okay, so complex things likely to be resolved. Now, treat your UPSC syllabus like treasury map. एक ट्रेजरी मैप की तरह यूपीएससी सिलेबस को प्रिफर कीजिए. मीन्स यू नीड टू गो थ्रू दिस जर्नी. You can't leave any of the topics. Do not take some of the topics lightly. Do not ignore like urbanization, liberalization, okay, women security, yeah, women empowerment. Do not take them granted. Everything you need to have proper clarity, concept building, etc. Now, practice few mocks, few MCQ every day या alternative day frequently. It will build your concept, it will make the things clear. Okay. Now, clarity. What's his book speed? Do not be hurry in finishing your book. Do not be hurry in entirely finishing the syllabus. Speed here may be less or moderate. It is good, but clarity is more important. Understanding is more important. I hope Now all such strategy tips that I have discussed here, जो कुछ भी मैंने डिस्कस किया है शायद समझ में आया होगा और प्रोबेबली यू विल टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ इट। आप शायद एंजॉय करोगे और आपको रियली बहुत सारा बेनिफिट मिलने वाला है इससे। सो सी यू इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, बाय बाय, टेक केयर।